Well, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so I got a layout for the Oregon Trail here. Let me just let's just shift myself over. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so a little backstory to this. Playing the Oregon Trail, I use basically, I named the wagon people after me and the family. There's a picture of them. So there's me, there's Celine up on top, and our kid Jack. And then over here on the side, we've got friend of the family Johnny, and down at the bottom we got Larry. Or as I like to call Larry, basically alternate food source. Thank you. Come on, I'm trying to move this out of here. There we go. Let me just do this. Pull up a couple things here. Don't mind me. There we go. And here we are. So, I used to play this game a lot when I was in my elementary school computer lab back in, the mid-'80s. And it's a fun game. I really enjoy it. And we're just going to dive right in. Just gonna move some stuff over. Oh, I can't. Alright. I'm always a banker from Boston because that's easy mode. Huh. A board game. That's actually very interesting. Nocturne. Lean. Jack. Johnny and Larry. Yes, they are. Of course, this is all done by the keyboard. Let's ask for advice. When should I leave? Let's see. Too early is bad for the grass. And then if I leave too late, winter will come, and that's pretty much a death sentence. So let's try leaving in April. Back in this time, nothing. Use keyboard only. Didn't even have a joystick for this. So being a banker, we've got $1,600, which, if you were to convert that into today's money, would probably be like thousands and thousands of dollars. Because remember, this game takes place in 1848. Yep, so we need oxen, we need clothes, food, ammo, and spare parts. We'll start with the oxen. Oh, press spacebar to leave store. Haha. There we go. So we're going to go with the recommendation. They're going to get 6 oxen. Food, we're going to go the full amount that we can carry, which is 2,000 pounds. So clothing, it won't let you. It definitely won't let you leave without buying oxen because you won't be able to get anywhere. But other than that, it probably would just let you leave without getting anything. So we're going to get 11 sets of clothes because we're going to need an extra set for something later. Ammo, I'm not really going to bother with it because I'm not really going to be hunting. So we'll buy 2 boxes. And then spare parts, we're going to get 3 of each. Okay. And now let's hear them PC speaker jams. Okay. Let's talk to people. Why not? Okay. So, Jim tells us to take extra sets of clothing so we can trade them to Native Americans especially for the river crossing. We're going to that's what we got the extra set of clothes for, to take care of that. And I just realized I should probably change my stream information. Just give me 1 second. Just give me a quick second here. Trail. One last thing. Okay. Updated that. Pull the game back up. There we go. Let's talk to someone else. There's always 3 people to talk to at each stop you make. So this guy's telling you better carry spare parts around, because if your wagon breaks down and you ain't got no spare parts, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to have to sit there, and hopefully that someone comes by to give you spare parts. Off to the last person. And this guy tells you to, yeah. It's very thinly disguised tutorial text. It's more like hints anyway. So telling you to get 6 oxen, and that's the maximum amount you can carry. Okay, let's go on the trail. There it is. In all of its CGA glory. Yeah. So here we go. And we're already off to a rip-roaring start. I can see this is going to be a good journey. Yes, it couldn't possibly be any more green. Yes, let's look around. It's in the public domain. Okay. Now that we've hit a new spot, let's talk to people. It'll be fine. So, a stranger, just a stranger, comes up to us out of the blue and tells us to how to caulk a wagon and just float it. Yeah, we're gonna try to avoid doing that. Because A, that sounds like a whole lot of work, and B, there's no guarantee you're gonna make it across. Who else is around to talk to? Okay, so he tells you something very important. If you're going to try to ford the river, which is you just run right across it, make sure it's not deeper than 2.5 feet. And, of course, he plugs his ferry service because, you know, he's a businessman. Oh, Aunt Rebecca comes up to tell us something. So they just basically tell about the waiting for the ferry. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I'd rather wait for the ferry too. Speaking of which, so the river is 3.4 feet deep, so we are not going to ford it. Let's see what getting more information does for us. Hell no. That's a good way to get people drowned. So basically, ford a river, just ride across it. And then you can seal it and float the wagon across, which sounds like fun, but I wouldn't trust it. And to show that this was aimed towards elementary school students, it basically flat out tells you what a ferry is. To use a ferry means to put your wagon on top of a flat boat. A boat is a vehicle that floats along the water. And water is that wet substance you drink in order to stay alive. We're going to take the ferry across. Yeah, I got $5 and 5 days to spare. It's still April. We're good. We made it. I don't think you can. I don't think anything can happen if you take a ferry. Yeah, I know, right? They spared no expense. Okay, we're at the Big Blue River crossing. Yes. Hit me with more than public domain hits. Scintillating. Okay, what do these people have to say? Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, so this guy has had enough of heading east, so he's probably going to turn around and turn back. Let's see, next person. This person is pining for a town with shops. Yeah, I can see that. Church? Not really. And people? Nah, you're better off on the prairie. If you want my opinion. And and lastly, the 1848 man from the Mid-East, Big Louie. And he basically tells you to watch your pace, because there are 3 different paces you can go at. Yeah. I think in later Oregon trails they offer something like that. Speaking of which, let's look at the different paces. So, steady is you just go for an 8-hour shift, and then you let the oxen rest. Strenuous is you go for 12 hours, and then grueling is you do a double shift, basically 16 hours a day, and your health deteriorates very fast if you do grueling. So we're going to keep it at a steady pace. Yeah, grueling sucks. And then you can change the food rations as well, which that affects how much food you go through on a basis, day-to-day basis. And also, if you do 2 or 3, your health starts to suffer after a bit. Alright, let's continue on the trail. Oh, 1.8 feet deep in the middle. Perfect. Let's give it a shot. And we made it. We did not get stuck. Good. Well, sometimes that river can be over 2.5 feet, even though it looks very small. Alright, we're getting to a fort, which is good, because we can top off our food supply. Okay. And it starts. So we are going to rest. We're going to stop to rest. Let's do 4 days. Okay. Health's back up to good. So let's go for it. Yes. Yay. Wow. Okay. Apparently, I didn't rest enough. Give me 1 second here. Well, there goes the wife. No. I could have swore with the rest that we did that it was fine, but there we go. I'm guessing we probably should have rested longer. Yeah, apparently it does. Okay. Let's see who's here. Yeah. Just rolling a 1 in general. Okay, so a fort soldier just talks to us about the trails that are coming around. So this is a place where most of the trails meet. Oh, Big Louie is back. Yeah, it would. You'd wear out your die with all the times you'd have to roll for it. Okay. So he just talks about the road's easy, which, not really. And so this guy's bitching about the fact that we can only carry a small amount of food back to our wagon after we hunt. Because there's a lot of people hunting the place out. We're going to buy some supplies. And as you can see, inflation is starting to hit. Food has already gone up 5 cents a pound. Let's get 300. Yeah. Top off the food supply a little bit. Although there's going to be one less mouth to feed, I guess. Alright. Well, before we do that, let's check the map. Wow. She did not last long. And geez, she's supposed to be a healer. Oh well. Yeah. Alright, let's go. And now we're starting with this nonsense. Oh, we found bullets. But now we're going to start with bad grass, bad water, and bad everything else. Yep. Okay. Well, we made it to the next landmark at least. Yeah. Yeah, you would think that you could grab some grass from where you're at and try to take it with you. I guess the oxen won't eat it if it's not, fresh in the ground still. Let's see who's around here to talk to. Oh, Aunt Rebecca is back. And she's telling us to make sure to stock up on food. Well, there's a couple things. That was the point. There was a lot of... people were told there was a lot of fertile farmland out there. It was near California, and this was where the gold rush was starting to happen. So you would be close to that. There's fertile farmland, and just a lot of opportunities for people to make it out there. That's why so many people made this trip. Because it was a chance for them to go out and, start their own life, do their own farm, and try to make their way. Kind of like what people do now, except, we don't have to worry about dysentery and all kinds of other stuff like that. And running out of food, like this person. Well, people are people, and that's just how it goes. Especially 1848 people. So this person's talking about Chimney Rock, and the Native Americans would come to try to get clothes. And last person to talk to. Ah, yes, another 1848 person, Alonzo Delano. So he was happy to get to Chimney Rock, even though it wasn't really a town. It was just a landmark. No. I would never do that. We are going to rest, though, even though it worked out so good the last time. Still fair. Alright. Well, I can't stick around for too long because it's May already and I'm still not very far. So, let's go. Oh, thanks. Why'd you even bother telling me? Okay, here at the fort. Well, I mean, she's not carrying the food. The food, I figure, would be being carried in a central place in the wagon. Oh. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there probably was cannibalism back then. Yeah, really, it's not the Donner Party. So this woman's telling to make sure you drink river water because you don't want to get cholera, or the cholera, as she calls it. Okay, so he's talking about how even in the summer, when you're going across the Rocky Mountains, it's going to be cold. Because, yeah, it's a giant mountain range in the middle of the path. And here's a Native American talking to us. And we're going to make sure to leave your buffalo alone, dude, because I don't want you to kill me. Alright, let's go. I forgot to buy food. Alright. Nope, Larry has the measles. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to deal with it. You're throwing a lot of shade at these people. Did they wrong you? Did they wrong you in some way? There's an awful lot of shade being thrown at these poor people from 1848. Yeah, I know, right? There's Independence Rock. Okay, let's see who's here to talk to. Oh, Big Louie's back. Well, it was 1848. And obviously enough of them made it because people live in there now. So this guy's talking about how the rest of the trip is going to go. Mr. Big Louie from Kansas, probably. Okay, this kid's talking about carving his name in the rock, which in certain versions of this game, the Independence Rock does have names carved in it, but this one it doesn't. Look, he's Big Louie. He knows his way. He's got connections. I know, I should just ride with Big Louie. Oh, and here's Rebecca Sims again. Pissing and moaning about the food that they don't have. Well, I don't think we're really competing. I'm pretty sure I'm on my own. And I think that this is the point where if I were playing an earlier version of this, it would tell you to switch to disc 2. Yeah, because it's about the halfway point. That's right. This game, back then, this game couldn't even be contained on one floppy disk. It had to be split up into 2 on the very earliest versions of this game. Yeah, it's a 2,000-mile trip, so I'm almost at the halfway point, like pretty much almost there. Oh, they were the big floppies. They were the 5.25-inch floppy disks. This is back in like 1986, 87. Okay, let's see who's here. Talk to. I like chatting people up. Ooh, a Mormon. Got Joseph Smith over here. Yes, those ones. Those ones exactly. So we got Joseph Smith over here, traveling to Salt Lake City, Utah, so he can practice his Mormon religion and marry as many wives as he wants. So here's another Native American talking about how he sees so many people moving west that he's going to take his people and move back east because there's probably no more white people left. Yeah, it would do you very well to stay away from those white people. They're terrible. Okay, so some kid comes over who's sick, which is great because, you know, nothing better than spreading the disease around. No, he's not. He's probably further up ahead. Alright. I need to head... Actually, let's look at the map. The fort is kind of a detour, but I really probably should get some more supplies. Especially food. Although Fort Hall isn't that far away. I still got like 1,000 pounds of food. We'll head for the river crossing. Yeah, because it's right there. Hey, there we go. That'll add like 2 pounds of food. Yeah. So this one just has a ferry straight out. Yes, it was 100 pounds of wild fruit. Alright, let's see who's here. Yep, too many white men. That's pretty much the same. That's pretty much the story of history. No, we're not fording this one. No, no. Hey, there he is. See? I told you he was a little bit further ahead. So he's bitching about the price for the ferry. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get to the river how deep it is and how wide it is. So this kid's pissing and moaning about the fact that his family wasn't smart enough to buy enough food. Boo-hoo. Alright, let's see what we got here. 20 feet deep in the middle. Nah, I'm good. We're going to take that ferry. Yes. I can spare $5. Stop that. I'm not fording the 20-foot deep river. Okay. So there's Soda Springs. Okay, so it's a bit further than I thought. Because I didn't know the river crossing was there. Oh, there's another 100 pounds of wild fruit. Nope, that was only 20 pounds. Well, we'll see. Hey. 29, well, I had found a whole bunch of extra ones, so that's not too bad. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, because when you do stop to hunt, it does take a day out of your trip. And those days can add up fast. So, here's everybody putting their unwashed bodies in the water we're going to drink out of. That's good. Okay. So, this kid talks about how if he doesn't find enough wood, he gathers buffalo chips to burn, which is buffalo shit, basically. So I can't imagine how good that fire smells. I suppose, though, a smelly fire is better than, dying of exposure. Ugh, gross. So this guy says to take shortcuts, which isn't an option, unfortunately. So this person's getting a little bit tired of traveling in the wagon, which I don't blame her. Because we set out in, April? And it's July already. So it's already been like 2 months. Alright, let's keep going. So, good. So I can buy more food. Because we've taken about half. Now, look at this. One thief comes by and steals 5 oxen. How the hell does that happen? Okay, please make it. I only have 1 oxen, so it's making me do little baby steps. Yes, 5 out of the 6 that I had. Alright, just patch it up and move along here. Okay, at least here I can buy more oxen, hopefully. Yeah, that was fun. Alright. Let's see who's here. So, this guy wants to be pen pals with us. Because he's heading to California. So he's definitely heading for where the gold is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's going to have to be me, because the missus is currently 6 feet under right now. So, this person is just kind of rambling on about a whole bunch of nonsense, really. And he's just talking about how busy the fort is. And that they're wanting to wash their clothes, which, yeah, that would be a good idea. Alright, buy supplies. $40 per ox. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay, food, definitely. Ooh, that's a big dent in the money. But we should be good for the rest of the trip. Here, let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we definitely should be good because we're almost there. Yep, sure did. Oh, gee, thanks. Glad to know I've got people's support. Well, that's one down already. True. Alright, that's someone important. So, we're gonna rest for a bit. We're gonna rest for a week. Okay, back up to fair. That's good. Okay, that used up some of the food, but that's alright. Boy, you're so positive. Okay, so we made it here. And this is where that extra set of clothing is going to come in handy. But first, of course, we're going to talk to people. So this guy's talking about how there's a big desert before you get to Oregon. Which, yeah, it's pretty sparse out there. Oh, Big Louie's back. He's telling us to take care. I'm glad to see he's being positive. A frantic wife. Okay. Well, I like to think that Big Louie makes it all the way. So this lady's talking about how her idiot husband wants to cross the river without a guide. So they're probably dead. Not as deep as the last river, but still. No, we're going to hire a Native American guide because he wants clothing. Yes. We happen to have extra sets. I hope he doesn't mind very long white robes. Boop. There we go. Okay, getting towards the last fort. So we're coming up on 3/4 of the way there. Okay. There's a fun little picture there. There's a big old cow over there on the end. Yeah. Well, this game is like an RNG nightmare. I mean, everything is basically RNG in this game, so you really just have to hope for the best, because there's really nothing you can do about it. Okay, so yeah, here's Aunt Rebecca again. She's telling us how they jack up the prices of everything at every fort you go to. So here, this is what the guy is talking about. This is why a lot of people went there, because the valley has a lot of rich farmland. And back then, if you had farmland, you could make a lot of money, basically. That was the main thing that you could do that you knew would pull in a lot of money, by selling your crops and stuff. And this guy's telling us to basically just abandon our wagon, which is not an option for us. But he has the right idea, because it would be a lot easier to get pack animals over the mountains than a big old wagon. Okay. Ooh, 45 cents a pound. Good lord. Alright. Okay, let me get another. Okay. I don't need anything else. I only lost one spare part. So, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, this game is basically RNG, the game. I would love to get a look into like how the game calculates the stuff that happens. That's fine. I still got 4 more. Okay. Look at them blue-ass mountains. Yeah. Let's look at the map. Where are we? Oh, we're right there. We're basically right near the end. So the choice is going to be to either do the one soul action scene in this game, piloting down the river, or take the long way around where they try to kill you as hard as they can in the last stretch of the game. Where you literally go 1 mile each time, and each time they roll the die basically to see what you get. Let's talk to people. So he's talking about the hills being steep, because it is a mountain range, of course. And he's enjoying the sights and the view and the scenery. And this guy just talking about how shitty it is because of dust. Well, on that cheery note, let's keep going. Ooh. I don't need to go to another fort. So let's just head straight for the Dales. Yep. I have an extra wagon wheel. See, we're so close. Let's take a look around. Hell no, I ain't doing that. Look at that nightmare that you gotta try to do. Who's here to talk to? Well, they don't give you that option. You have to play a arcade-style game where you gotta move your raft side to side, dodging rocks and stuff like that, so you don't even get the option to ford this river. Yeah, actual gameplay in the game. Imagine that. Excuse me. So this one's talking about how turbulent the river is. Which, yeah, it's pretty dicey. Especially with the way the controls work. And this person is basically what gets you out of having to go down the river. I think it's like $10, which is extremely expensive, but you'll more than likely have it by the end of the game, especially if you're like a banker. So that's probably what I'm going to end up taking. Okay. Let's try the river. Whatever. So, here's how it works. You have to move from side to side. If you press a direction, the wagon will keep moving in that direction until you press the opposite direction to stop it. And then when you get to the third sign, you have to land the raft on the right side of the screen at the third sign. Otherwise, you don't loop around to take it again. You just act like you failed. You just got to be very easy with it. And you don't want to be over too far to one side, to the left, because you got to go over to the right in order to win. That should miss me. Yes, good. Okay, there's sign number 1. And remember, each time I press one direction, I have to press the other direction in order to stop. Right side of the screen. And we've only passed one arrow so far. So I gotta wait for 2 more. Oh, thank God that missed. Okay, that's number 2. Fuck. God damn it. Well, give me 1 second. I am still alive. And it still wasn't done. I took my hand off the keyboard because I thought it was over. It still wasn't done. It still said I hit the shore, so I lost even more shit. And now I missed the arrow. There it is. That's where I needed to go. Well, I made it. Yay! Well, at least I can start over. Yeah, that's the ending. Once you get done with the river area, that's the end. That's the end of the game. No. No, if I had taken the toll road, it would have just been more of me, scrolling along like the rest of the game, and then it would have ended when I got to the valley. So, I got 532 points. I didn't even place on the top 10. And that was the Oregon Trail. Alright, well, I think that's about enough for today. Looks like Nocturne lost not only his entire family, he lost his 2 friends as well. Looks like he's going to have to start over from scratch in the Willamette Valley. It'll be interesting to see how the people of 1848 are going to treat a fox person walking around among them. Yeah, really. Like, well, what did it cost? Everything. Alright, well, that's about enough for today. I am going to go to bed, but we'll raid someone first, because I can't really think of anything to do for a half hour. So, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching, following, subscribing, all that stuff to Robot Chicken. I'm glad you joined us, and I'm glad you had a good time. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Let's see who's streaming. A lot of people. Let's see who's streaming. Someone's playing R-Type Delta. That's where we're going.
I was out of commission for a couple of months. Thank you for the follows, Infandel. But now I'm finally back. And I'm catching up on games that I wanted to stream. Thank you. I'm gonna get this guy. Okay, drift here now. Ooh, that was too... Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Glaze Gwyneth.